Starting this video off by showing trash. These are the old boxes that used to be in front of my desk in here, making videos, and I'm clearing this space out. I'm prepping the area. I'm gonna put a bunch of office supplies in the box, and my hope and goal is to get this desk over to the new shop so I can start lining up the office and such, because right now we're in a really good spot. We got the wall up and we can really start designing at least the office and soon the display cases, because we actually need to order those this week, and hopefully they're at the new place by next week to get them up. There's all my cheaper Alabama PC cards in here. Derrick Henry rookie, Gibbs red. Look at Justin Haynes. 101, John Mechie auto, John Mechie 3-color patch, Big Al. You have Devontae Smith thumbprint auto. What else is here? Mac Jones thumbprint auto. If I can only get it. Bryce Young auto. So here's a bunch of cheap. Here's some Kentucky stuff there as well. But yeah, we're starting to get to the point where we can really start taking stuff from this office, which is currently a absolute disaster, package it up, box it up, and get it over to Gloucester. It's a slow process, of course, just because we still need to run business here. We still need to operate and conduct business here in the Johnston location. So I'm slowly trying to take things out here and there, things that I may not necessarily need. An area to record pickup videos. What am I gonna do? We'll just wait and see, but let's get this desk packed up. It's raining outside now. I wanted to get at least this desk over to Gloucester today, but with the rain, didn't have opportunity to do so. All right, so I just tried placing the order for the new cases. There was an error they want me to fix. However, all the tasks that I needed to do, they look good. I don't know what the error is. I don't want to just place the error again and then I accidentally get charged twice for this. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what the problem is, so I don't have to double up on the payment, or if I have to call. I just got off the phone with them saying, hey, when will the shipping kind of situation unfold? So everything looks good. Again, I don't really know what the only thing that's blank is the purchase order number, which I don't have. I'll check back in once this officially goes through.
A few moments later.
And just like that, we're gonna have new display cases. I changed the billing address to the current location, Johnston, just because that's still where the operation is still ran out of. And I had a note, it was like, delivery note, whatever. It was just like, Unit B's on the right side, call before you get there. I just deleted that, and I tried it again very boldly, didn't call, and it went through. So we're gonna have new display cases. I'm super excited. The windows are done, which I didn't really show you the process of me putting up the screens, which I didn't really know if you guys wanted to see. I doubt it. The partition wall that's going to kind of serve as the barrier between the shop floor and the office space, which kind of is around that corner right there. That's just about done. I just need to move the furniture in to kind of just butt the wall up so it doesn't move. I got a new cool rug, which I'll actually show you guys in a future clip of this video. And the display cases, just ordered those. When they arrive, hopefully next week. Maybe I can kind of plan that around a Tuesday, so I can just kind of go there, heads down, put the cases together, and then we'll have some display cases. And then once all that's done, then we can really talk about moving this shop over there to Gloucester, to the new shop. Super excited. Windows done, like I mentioned. Partition walls up, like I mentioned. Once the cases get delivered and built and put together and placed around, kind of like what you see here, once they're all, fixed up, then we can really consider about closing this place down for about a week or so, picking it all up and putting it over there. Super exciting. I cannot wait. Look at all the stuff that we have packed up, ready to go. This stuff needs to get to the new shop. What is it? 6 4-row boxes, cardboard boxes. There's even some stuff there in the front. Cleaning supplies, and this is just scratching the surface here of the office. You can see it's a little barren there, but I still got memorabilia and stuff, which I'm going to make a video, or I've already made a video about memorabilia stuff there. Didn't even touch any of this. I did clear out the bottom row a little bit. So there's still, I mean, still tons of stuff that I need to pack.
2 days later.
Woo! Yeah, actually Red Sox are really off to a good start, so there is something to woo about with them. But we're here at the new shop, and we gotta unload one of the desks. I got 2 desks in my office, so I gotta unload one of those. I'm gonna do it by myself. I was able to get it in the truck kind of by myself. Had the help of Mama Murph, just balancing it for me. So taking it out is gonna be definitely a project. Then we gotta go in, place it. We got a couple shelves that I want to get up today, and also this is my first time back since I did the windows. I didn't record anything about the windows, but let me turn the screen around. So like, I put some window tape over it to kind of help protect the screen, and the tape had a lot of good reviews from people with similar issues. However, the sun just beams right on the tape, and obviously with the weather, it just doesn't really bode well. When I come back in a couple days when it's nicer, I'm just gonna have to get like liquid nails or like some kind of window caulking, press it up against it, and then just put a straight bead of caulk in there. And go over to this window as well. This one's a little bit better, but I mean, you can see it's kind of like, it's not as tight as right here is once you get over here and over here. I'm gonna try to carefully take off all the tape. I don't want to peel any paint or anything like that or make it any worse than it is, but it's very cloudy outside, so I think I'm racing against time here to get the desk inside, to get the camera inside before it starts drizzling a little bit. So let's get on that. If I see any drops of rain, I'm gonna cut the clip and I'm gonna put the camera inside. It's not heavy at all, it's just awkward. All right, so I had to fix the desk a little bit. One of those IKEA screws that it's really hard to describe unless you've made IKEA furniture before. It's like that little screw that you put in to like the clamp, and when you put it in, you twist it and like tightens it down. Whatever. One of those was causing an issue, so I had to take the whole top off, and yeah, I had to go in and kind of fix it a little bit. But we got the desk in here. Let's put it in place and let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, look at that. I know, I'm just excited over little things. So let me just go over really quickly. Pardon the light. I got one light on. I got natural light coming in, so it is a little on the bluish side, I guess. I'm gonna put the main desk there. My main computer that I buy product, that I edit videos, record some videos. This was the desk that I did pickup videos on, submission reveals on. I might change that a little bit. We'll see. That corner, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'll figure something out with that corner because that's dead space. But I put a rug in here, guys. I've got a bunch of stuff that I've moved in. Product I've already showed you. Some memorabilia, just some decorations for the office. But we got a rug here, and again, I'm thinking about putting the content creation desk in that corner over there, or maybe over there. Have yet to decide, but we'll figure that out later on. But let's actually get some shelving in here because this is something I want to show you guys. I'm very excited. Let me turn the light on real quick. Yep, still haven't finished that. All right, so I sized up the cases, and they're gonna go against this wall here because I just don't want nobody touching it, because it's still kind of fragile, but it's a nice partition wall. And I'm gonna put the shelving against this wall here. That's where all the sports wax, the Pokemon wax will be, excuse me. I got these boxes kind of laid out here, kind of just resembling the distance for the cases that will hopefully arrive within the week or so. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, the cases will already been delivered. I don't know about made yet, but hopefully at least delivered. So those are gonna go kind of here. And then maybe, where that tape measure is kind of laid out, maybe we'll cut down there. Got a bunch of extra boxes over there as well. So that's kind of what we're working with right now, guys. And it's very, very exciting. It really is. It's still a lot of work to do, obviously, as you can tell. But just seeing it slowly, step by step, kind of come to fruition is really exciting. And as you can see by the title of this video, this is part 2 of relocating my dream shop. And if you haven't seen part 1 yet on your feed or anything like that, it's because it is a member only video. Go become a channel member right now to check out part 1 of this vlog series. I don't know what videos will be member onlys or, you know, open to the public. This video will be open to the public so you guys have a general idea, and maybe it'll serve as kind of like an entree to see what happened beforehand, getting the walls up, measuring things out, doing the lights, doing the windows, a bunch of hard work that you may not notice every time you come to the shop, but it's definitely something that does have to take place, has to happen in order for this to be a fantastic shop. So I strongly recommend go checking out the channel membership program. There's 3 different tiers. The cheapest one starting at 99 cents. Then there's a $2.99, that's a star. Then the superstar, I think, is $14.99, where we can make videos together. So go check out the channel membership program, become a member today, and watch part 1. And also, you'll be able to watch every single video that I release early before the public as well. Who doesn't want to see content early? Plus, you'll get access to new cards before anybody else does. I promise you that. All right, we got 1 shelf up, and we got to make 2 more. Now, originally, we got 4. Some extra parts over there, some extra parts over here, but I really want to direct you to outside. We had a little bit of a travesty. So I just want to take a minute and just have a little bit of real talk with you guys. I try to make the best videos that I possibly can. However, there are hiccups throughout. I mean, I just got scammed not too long ago. I guess 3 years ago, I got scammed from a vintage deal. Things just happen. I mean, you're gonna have mistakes like this. I tried to build the base, and then I tried to put the top on top and then work through the middle because I was so worried about making sure the spacing was correct and making sure that everything was evenly spaced out to what I wanted, so that each shelf has enough room for, you know, 1 sport, 2 sport, 3 sport here. And it just was not straight. It was super wobbly. I couldn't get the final pieces into place. You know, you're supposed to take these bolts here, line them up with the grooves, and then drop it in. And just the way that I did the first shelf, it just was not happening. It just wasn't working. I was banging and banging. I even broke my mallet, guys, in all honesty. I had to tape it back up. The videos, they look good, or I try to give you good content that looks good. Keyword try. You know, I like to think that the content that I put out is good, but only views, likes, comments, feedback, you know, will ultimately determine that. But I'm so happy the camera wasn't rolling, guys, because I was just banging and banging. Again, I broke the mallet. I was so frustrated. One of the MDF pieces, the particle board pieces, the corner chips, so there's a bunch of like sawdust kind of laying around. It was very emotional. It was very emotional, and it's a lot of hard work to do this, to do any kind of open a new shop, any kind of handiwork, any kind of manual labor, starting something, relocating anything. You know, some people's work, regardless of what it is very difficult, or can be very difficult, especially for them. And not everybody may see that. Some people may think, oh, you're just opening a card shop? That shouldn't be that hard. Well, it's like, okay, so you go do it. You're in the hobby. You go do it. So, I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, make this video a Debbie Downer, but I just want to be real with you guys. I'm still holding the stuff. I just want to be real with you guys, give you a heads up, and be like, hey, you're going to see the shelves. They're going to look great. However, it doesn't always happen like that. It really doesn't. There's going to be hiccups along the way. So if there's anything to take away from this fairly long, you know, segment here is, if you fail, give it a break, come back to it, and try to get back up. Easier said than done, yes, but I failed. I'm going to be honest, I had my temper tantrum because, you know, I deal with some anger stuff. And I just cleaned out my head for like 5 minutes, just literally stared at the floor for 5 minutes. And then I got back up, and I was able to put the one that the camera's actually resting on all. Yeah, I'll actually show you. Like, I mean, you guys have already seen it. I mean, look, it's already done. That's just one. There'll be a second one there, a third one there, and then there was going to be a fourth one. Maybe me breaking it. Well, I kind of salvaged a little bit of it. You know, it might be a half a shelf. That's where we're at right now. So I want to get one more shelf up for today at least, and then we'll revisit the shelving situation, hopefully in a couple days.
A few moments later.
2 down. Look at them. 1, 2. We got 1 to go. And it's going to go right there. Having a small trouble, though, because the wall, I don't know if that gets a good angle of it, sticks out just a smidge there. And I'm trying to get these as butt up to the wall as I can get. Oh, Murph, why don't you just push it in? Well, yeah, but then the rug is there. And then if I move the wall onto the rug, then that side becomes a little off. And I got the rug to fix this side. So it's yeah, it's going to be something. We'll see how we figure this out from this angle here. But you know what? We're going to figure it out, though, because we always do. We had our mental breakdown earlier, and we were able to get past it. And look how decently nice those look side by side. And after having the breakdown and destroying that one over there, I've come to realize that this shelf is roughly the same length as the floating shelf at the shop right now. So if I wanted to, I could put baseball up there, football here, and basketball, and I wouldn't really miss a beat. Yeah, I'd probably lose a little bit of space because here's, you know, these 2 poles right here. But hypothetically, this third one that sorry, that's the camera cap, the lens cap. This third one right here could be Pokemon. However, then the Pokemon one's going to be a little short because those floating shelves are just as long as the sports one. So I would need a fourth one regardless what I decide to choose. And then another thing that I did think about was when I had the 3, I was like, oh, this could be baseball, this could be football, and then the third one could be basketball, and the fourth one could be Pokemon. Which I do like that idea a little bit better, and it's probably the leading theory right now, but we'll see what we do. I mean, drop a comment down below, and I'm definitely going to take any and all comments, feedback, criticisms even, you know, into consideration, because I want this shop to look great and I want this shop to be your local card shop.
The next day.
All right, we have an update, but first, more stuff has made its way over to the new shop. Memorabilia, PC stuff, all that. We got a nice shelf in here for extra stuff. Glass case for really nice things like signed balls, cleats. I got a piece of the green monster that I'm gonna put in there. But what I wanted to make from this little video is that today's going to be an awesome, awesome day. Let me turn that light off. Because we have one more of the racks to make. I still need to get more. But also the display cases are coming today. That is super exciting. Definitely not going to be able to make them today because it is a little after 8 here in the morning on Wednesday. They're supposed to be here no later than 10. And then I have to go back to Murph's Card Town to obviously open at noon. So I might be able to just kind of unpackage one of them just to kind of see what I'm working with. We'll kind of see how it goes, but I'll definitely keep you updated as the day goes on. However, we do have this, again, this one to make. And, you know, from the previous clips and, you know, previous days, for me at least, previous days, I am missing one. I tried to salvage one of them, but I wasn't able to do so. So I have to go out and get more racks. But this is one that I had at the shop right here. I don't exactly know what I want to do with it because I really like the uniform look of having them all look the same. Could put that in the shed in the back, just extra storage. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But let me show you a quick time lapse of me hopefully not struggling to put this third shelf together. All right, so 2 takeaways here. Just got the base up, which is obviously kind of what you see there. It is very challenging with one person, to be honest. Balance it, make sure it doesn't fall over. But the hardest part is done, and that's the base. Now I can just kind of put everything in. And yes, I am using what appears to be a baby mallet, just because the handle, there was a handle. And when I had my little temper outburst, which thankfully is not on camera. This broke, so I got a little baby mallet to work with. Oh my god. This shelf took not only longer, but, ooh, my head's like cut off, but it was more challenging than I thought. Why? I don't know. It's just how it is. This one's done. I'll get the fourth one another time. However, we still have some time before the display cases come, so let's head to the back, the office, behind the wall, behind the curtain, and let's put some memorabilia away. I mean, I got really nothing else to do. Definitely gonna have to fix the lighting in here. It's very blue tinted. I'll see what I can do in post-production if I think it's necessary, but I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put like the booster boxes that I have in my collection. I don't know where I'm going to put the single cards. Like, I got some wall space here. I'll just show you guys. So I got wall space right here. I got wall space, if I just move that. I got wall space down there. And then obviously we have the partition wall, which probably shouldn't put anything on it. We'll definitely see. Definitely want to get more shelves. Right now I have the camera on a shelf. You kind of saw the peg when I was rotating the camera a little bit. So we definitely have some decorating, designing, and creativity that needs to take place here to make it not just an office, but a content creation area. I'd like to put like a comfy seat or something just to kind of rest for a moment. Obviously storage for, you know, extra boxes and supplies and such. So there is some work that needs to be done, and we'll definitely get it done. Let's load up this case right now with a few items in my PC. So this one right here, if I can just get the tape off of it, is a signed basketball of Paul George, my favorite basketball player in the league. This is a very nice ball and super awesome. My mom got it for me for Christmas when I was still living with her back in Massachusetts. Got a nice case to go with it as well. I don't want the ball to move, but I need to get the case. Well, and here's the case right here. It's got the Pacers logo on it as well, because he was with the Pacers at the time. So that's really cool. I gotta find the base though, right here. So the ball goes on top. Give it a good little clean. And I wish I kind of took a picture of where I had things in the case, because quite frankly, I don't remember where they went. All right, so I'll show you guys two more things, because, you know, I don't want this video to be show and tell. I already have a video coming out about some of my favorite pieces in my collection, memorabilia-wise. And I just want to showcase two more things. Here's a Wilson A2000. If you know baseball, if you're a big baseball fan, big glove fan, you know how great of a glove this is. And it is signed by, probably can't tell, but signed by Fred Lynn. Got the cert right there. This was my dad's glove growing up. But back when my dad passed away, it was like a year later, I went to go meet Fred Lynn and have him actually sign the glove, because I already have a signed jersey of him at my house that won't go here, you know, because that's very, very emotional and very sentimental to me. So that'll stay at my house. But this is super awesome. I always want to display it here at the shop, just because if my dad was around, he would definitely be a huge part of this. He would be a big supporter. He'd probably have a huge hand in it. He might even be a part owner, for all I know. So this is actually the first time I'm touching it in a very long time, and it feels nice. In another clip, I think it was when I recorded yesterday, I think it was. I don't know, it was a few clips ago earlier in this video. I mentioned a piece of the green monster. You guys are probably like, Murph, what are you talking about? It's a big wall. How do you have a piece of it? So I want to show you guys. So for those that may not remember, but for those that do, you know, congrats, big Red Sox fan, you are. Before there were seats in the green monster, the wall used to be like another 8 inches taller, where it had the screen netting for home runs, so they wouldn't crash down onto Lansdowne Street and the net would catch the ball. So when they decided to put seats there, they had to trim a little bit of it off to kind of give it a, I don't want to say a clean surface, but a surface for them to kind of, you know, reshape the top of the wall a little bit to allow like a ledge for people to sit there, you know, in that front row. And my dad had a convenience store in South Boston at the time, and he knew the guy, or one of the guys that was working on it. And check this out, guys. An actual piece of the green monster. This is absolutely nuts. And like, this is real. This is the real deal here. This is really cool. Yeah, they kind of tell you they had to like scorch it to separate it right there. And then the guy that my dad knew who was working on the project saved him a piece because he knew how much of a big Red Sox fan he was, and then my dad eventually gave it to me. Love this piece. One of my favorites. To me, it has a ton of value. To me, it has a ton of emotional and sentimental value, which pretty much, if you know me, that's what my collection is all about. Emotional, sentimental value. I could care less about the monetary value. I know the Paul Jordan ball isn't worth much. I know the Fred Lynn signed glove isn't worth much, but to me, it's worth everything. It's part of my childhood. It's part of who I am when I grew up, the sports fan that I am. So when you guys are thinking about your collections, whether it's PC cards, PC memorabilia, or any other hobbies for that matter, just try to think a little about yourself in terms of your collection. Like, it doesn't have to be the $1,000 cards. You know, people oftentimes think that my collection is full of multi-$1,000 cards. And I think the most expensive card in my collection might be $100, maybe $150, but I don't care, and I don't keep track. I don't look comps up on my collection. That's just kind of who I am, and that's why I love this hobby so much, and it's nice to kind of come across other collectors who don't think about the monetary value as well. I just realized I need to put the case on top and then slide it in, which I was hoping to just be able to do. Stand, ball, case, but doesn't always work that easily, does it? All right, so pardon the traffic noise and my lens cap dingling and dangling. The cases are here. Let's go. Super excited. Cases are here. I have a friend of mine coming down to help to bring these in, and then again I'll be putting it together another time. But wow, this is exciting. This is exciting stuff. We're getting closer and closer, guys. Closer and closer. Sorry for all the car traffic driving by. Super excited. I just wanted to show you Alright, so what I was talking about uniformity is this shelf here. It's like black steel with like some particle boards as shelves. Now, this shelf over here, I just brought in yesterday, is also from the back room at the shop, and this had a bunch of extra stuff. It was like my deep storage, really, where it had a bunch of extra cases of ETBs, extra cases of V-boxes, tins, and such like that. I also stored a bunch of like opened like 20 count boxes of like one touches and such that I threw on that. Now, I want them all to look like those shelves, even in the back over there. Honestly, it's just a cost I don't want to pay right now. I can always upgrade it at a later time. I'm trying to get this thing done now. This shelf worked just fine beforehand, so I will move this in the back. So just so I can get some stuff off the floor, I'll show you. Which I've been actually being able to successfully do is get stuff off the floor. I got a bunch of big boxes right there that been able to clean out, and what I'll be able to do is pretty much get all these boxes here up, be able to get the boxes there that's kind of holding the rug up. Again, extra case of ETBs right there. I don't even know what set this is. This is from Temporal Forces. It literally just came out and it's already going to deep storage. But yeah, so we're just gonna bring that shelf over here. I'll put it next to this. It'll be fine for now. Kind of ugly, but it'll have to do for now. All right, so I moved this shelf down just a little bit to make room for this one off the carpet there. And I had this shelf originally a little further down is because, make sure I don't run into anything. If there's like, let's say a case here and people are looking at stuff, or if there's something there, people are looking at stuff, they can easily poke their head down there. And people are always curious and always nosy. And you can't really see much from here to there. So I don't know. I really don't want to flip the shelving. I think I'm more looking for aesthetic looks, to be honest. Obviously, I don't want to cover up the fire alarm there. So I think what we have right now, right here, is fine. If that's ever an issue about people being nosy, then
We'll see. We'll see. But I don't think it should be a problem.
All right, my friend's going to be here in just a few minutes, so I want to wrap up this video now because he's going to be getting here. And by the time we're done, I might just have to scoot back to the shop. And I want to make sure that I take this footage that I got from today in the past couple of days, bring it with me to the Johnston shop so I can edit and make this a video for you guys that you're already watching. So just based on timing purposes, I'll make the outro right now. Thank you so much for checking out part 2 of relocating my dream shop, because I'm super excited to bring these kind of videos to you guys. If you haven't seen part 1, again, go join the channel membership program. You'll be able to check out part 1 and awesome other cool content, including seeing videos early, which everybody wants to see stuff early, just so they can get a head start on everybody else, especially the public who... He did that on purpose, didn't he? So I would greatly appreciate it if you check out being a channel member. But thank you so much for watching. Please smash the thumbs up button. Comment down below any thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, anything you have. I'd love to read and reply to any and all comments. Also, if you haven't already, please hit that giant red subscribe button. I'll greatly appreciate the love and support. But like I said, that'll do it. I've queued up an excellent video right here for you guys that I do believe is going to be excellent for your hobby endeavors. Hopefully, I'll see you in that one.